I'm Teresa Vargas, and I am really excited to share what we learned in our latest study in developmental science. You might have heard the term community disadvantage. That just means places where families might not have easy access to things like quality education, healthcare, or financial resources. We wanted to find out how living in these kinds of communities is connected to children's mental health and how they learn, think, and build knowledge. Why does this matter? We often hear about disadvantaged communities as if they're all the same. Like every place with high poverty or limited resources faces the same challenges or has the same needs. But that's far from true. One of the key takeaways from our study is that communities are actually highly complex. They can differ in resources, social climate, safety, physical environment, and even in the ways they promote well-being. This complexity has real consequences for children's development and mental health. So what do we find? In our study, we explored several different factors, what we call moderators, that might shape how community disadvantage affects children or relates to children's health. One that we looked at in detail is what we refer to as educational resources. That means things like access to after-school and enrichment programs, youth sports, tutoring centers, and mentoring organizations. Programs that give kids extra opportunities to learn and grow outside the classroom. We also considered whether schools have experienced teachers, the level of poverty in schools, and how many adults in the community have completed higher education. And while it might seem intuitive that educational resources are important for all children, our findings highlight something more nuanced. These resources make the biggest difference for children in the most disadvantaged communities. Evidence like this helps us understand not just that resources matter, but where investments can have the greatest impact potentially. So pursuing this work and learning more about these early leads could be crucial for future decisions about where and how to invest in children's development on a community level. Of course, these results are exploratory and preliminary. There's still a lot that we don't know about exactly how different aspects of community disadvantage shape outcomes for young people. Our observations are an early step, and we hope they help inspire future, more detailed research and new ideas for how to help children development. What does this mean for practice and policy? Based on these observations, it's crucial for practitioners and policymakers to look beyond only individual or family level influences. Our results suggest that targeted investments in educational resources could be especially important in the most disadvantaged communities, where they have the potential to make the biggest difference for children's development. Providing strong educational support in high-need areas, from experienced teachers to robust after-school programs, could help improve learning and knowledge in children regardless of where they live. These observations underscore that sometimes confirming something that might seem intuitive could provide a valuable roadmap for action. By focusing resources where they are needed most, we can help more children thrive. At the same time, these results emphasize the need for community-level solutions, not just individual interventions. Or put simply, community issues require community solutions. By understanding which aspects of communities can be strengthened, we can develop better policies and supports for kids that need them the most. We hope that these early findings can spark new directions for research, practice, and policy, so that every kid has the opportunity to thrive no matter where they live. Thank you so much for watching.